A knife and a flower are the two things that I saw, Cancer, when I picked up the energy behind your reading. Now, I only have one card on the board, and that's the Four of Swords. No, neither of those things really have to do with the Four of Swords, because the Four of Swords is just rest. And now thinking about the knife, which kind of felt, it felt bad. It felt like almost like a backstabbing is what the energy behind the knife. So maybe you guys are kind of trying to get over a situation where you felt backstabbed. And this is probably has something to do with the friend, because the flower I saw was a carnation. Carnations have to do with friendship. So I think some of you feel backstabbed by some of your friends, and you're kind of either giving yourself some space from these people to get over it. The last thing that I did see was a bridge. So again, getting over it, giving yourself space, giving yourself time, maybe away from these people by yourself to rest, to process, maybe just to get over these feelings. Let's see what we have on the top. Okay, so now we've got a little bit more information here. We've got the Page of Cups coming out with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Swords. This is your relationship with this other person, and this is talking about the betrayal. There wasn't really betrayal. It's just that the information, the way it was said, felt like you were betrayed. Maybe because you weren't the first person to be told. Like, let's say you're somebody's best friend and they are pregnant and they didn't tell you right away. Maybe you're the last person to get told something, but you felt like you should have been the first person. There's a sense of the information being betrayed by the information somehow. So you either expected to be told the information sooner, or maybe it's the information itself. Maybe you're hurt by the information. Maybe this is, a love triangle, and you really expected to end up with this person, and the information is, well, we're getting married, right? So whatever the information is, it feels like a betrayal, and you're trying to keep a distance so that you can process it and get over whatever this was. On the bottom, we have the Nine of Cups. Ooh, Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is your wish. So like I said, you wanted something, and this information, I think it throws a wrench in your plans, or it somehow feels like you got backstabbed regarding what you wanted with this other person, or out of this other person. Let's pull Oracle cards and we'll find out more. Tell me more about what's going on with Cancer. What is this all about? Wouldn't be surprised if you see the Seven of Swords coming out here. But the fact that we have not seen the Seven of Swords tells me that it's not really betrayal, it's just the way one person is perceiving it, right? It feels like a betrayal. It wasn't outright betrayal. Unless we get the Seven of Swords, but let's see if what actually comes out. Okay, so this is starting to make a little bit more sense. So we've got the Manticore coming out, the Knight, and the King, the number 5 and the number 6. I want to start with these two on the bottom. The 5 and the 6 is kind of like it disrupts whatever happened, the information disrupts the harmony between these two people. Let's say, for example, you're best buds. You and your bro's with this person, you're best buds, and he's like, yeah, and he gets a girlfriend. And the girlfriend is, he's gonna move to her house. So now it's like you're no longer living close to your best friend. Your best friend like spends all their time with their girlfriend. Whatever this is, this information, it's like, I'm moving in with my girlfriend. It throws a wrench kind of into the dynamic of the relationship, into how harmoniously the relationship used to work, or optimally could work. And then there's frustration, that's the Manticore. And then the Knight with the King is the bro vibes, okay? Is definitely the bro vibes, because there used to be like, it's like wingman, like a wingman, like a bud, like a sidekick, That's the dynamic between these two people. And I think that there's a wrench thrown in that dynamic. On the bottom, we have Capricorn, which is like, it's people growing up and decided to do grown-up things. That's Capricorn, is like prioritizing your career. It's like, yeah, I'm working full time, so I can't hang out with you, every 3 times a week anymore. It throws a wrench. It's just information. It's not a betrayal. It throws a wrench into the dynamic of the relationship, right? It throws a wrench into the fun. Leo's underneath that. Let's pull some advice cards and see what you guys can do about this, or if there's anything to do about this. Let's see what we get for advice. Any advice here for by Cancer signs? Any advice? Okay, any other advice? Star card is very general. It has to do with the future. It also has to do with twists and turns. So it's like this person, let's say it's your best friend who's moving in with his girlfriend. Well, maybe in a couple years they'll break up and he'll be right back to being your best bud, your wingman. And that's the twist and turn, right? Because with the Star card, you never know what's around the corner. And that's what the Star card means, but it also talks about the future, potentially the far future. Let's see. Yeah, because look, the Fool card. The Fool card, talk about kicking the bird out of the nest and seeing if it flies. It's like letting the bird go and seeing if it returns on its own. So letting this person go in a sense, or letting the relationship be disrupted, letting the dynamic be disrupted for a while, and knowing and trusting. There's a lot of trust in the Star card too, and hope that the relationship after these twists and turns comes back around. But the advice is to let go and play the fool. Let bygones be bygones, right? Let everybody kind of do their own thing and take their own risks, whatever that might be. Okay, let's see what else we get from Oracle cards. Any last advice here for my Cancers? Any last advice? Oh, okay, so now this is getting encouraging. This last little bit of advice is encouraging because what it's telling you is it's talking about the bird coming back to the nest. If you let the bird go, that is, if you let this, let's say your best friend, go off and do their own thing. Not like you really have a choice, but I'm just saying, if you let them go and you're just kind of like, cool, go do your own thing. I'm not like hurt that you're ditching me, kind of in a way. But you know, you got your own life to live. They'll come back to you. It's like they'll either call you. We've got the ear with the left turn arrow. When you least expect it, the left turn arrow, they'll give you a call. You'll hear from them. Or maybe this is talking about when they come back around after the twists and turns of destiny brings this situation back around to you. But again, there is rest involved, so there could be a period of time. We've got the bed, and there is a sense that you're off on your own for a while. Let's say this is a relationship and this is a separation, something a little bit more drastic than a best friend situation. Again, it's saying after the separation, this person actually makes the decision that they want to talk to you, that they want to engage with you. It's like they call you back. It's like almost like the less that you cling to them, the more, it's like you're dealing with a cat. You know, the less you care about them, the more that they actually are interested in you. The less you pay attention to them, the more that they return to you. That's how cats are. That's how some humans are. That's how this person is, I think, in the long term, is you give them the freedom to do their own thing, and you literally expect nothing out of them. And they'll surprise you by coming back to you in some sort of way here. Let's see what the next card is here. Yeah, because look, on the bottom, this is what you get out of them. They still call you and say, let's hang out. Like, let's say it's your best friend who just had a baby. You're like, well, I'm never gonna see them again. They're gonna always be with their kid. Well, every once in a while, you'll get an unexpected call from them, and they'll be like, yo, dude, let's spend the night. Let's do poker night. You know, and that's what you get out of them. So it's not, and then we get the hammer. Yeah, the relationship gets repaired over time. It's not a loss here. There's like a silver lining. There is a way to work around this disruption within this relationship. And like I said, it all comes back around. All right, Cancer signs. So that's going to be a reading. Thank you guys for being here. I hope that made sense. It was a little bit of a weird reading. If it did, leave a comment. Let me know how this made sense for you, if it resonated. And also, don't forget to follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, and check out Patreon if you guys want to support what I do and, see more videos. The more members I get on Patreon, the more videos I'm able to release. So if you guys are interested in that, then go ahead and sign up. But with that, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.